Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for One Punch Man Season 2, Episode 4. Man, I can't believe we're already on Episode 4 of this. It feels like I just started it. I mean, I know 4 episodes isn't a lot, but for me, that's one a week. That means it's already been a month since I started this, and it doesn't feel that way. It feels like I started last week. But I've really been enjoying this season so far. We had a lot last episode following Garo and all that. Him going around fighting people, seeing his level of strength and seeing how he can adapt to other people's strength and everything. Uh, and I loved how we ended the last episode with just after seeing him wipe the floor with so many people, we just have Saitama come up and boop, and he's out. So I look forward to seeing when Garo wakes up from that, like what he thinks. Does he try to track down Saitama, or does he realize he has to get stronger and like goes on that journey to then confront Saitama later? I'm really interested in that. But we also have Silverfang and his brother Bomb going after Garo as well. So I imagine they're going to be catching up with him at some point soon. Very interesting this season having more of a linear story rather than having just a bunch of one-off episodes and stuff like that, which I like the show both ways. I think having kind of like a both ways format where sometimes we have a story, sometimes we go on a series of one-offs, I think that would work good, whereas like just always having one-off episodes could be a little boring. It's like, oh, what's going to happen this episode? Some kind of monster that Saitama one hits. So I like the change of pace. But yeah, let's jump into this episode and watch it. All right, we're gonna start here, guys. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. What is this? Oh, this is Garo watching. This is Garo backstory. This is where he. It's just from a kid rooted for the bad guys. This poor kid. He will never win. Never. He's talking to us. Ugh, creepy face. Well, one hell of a past. Punch the memories out of him. Actually, didn't even punch him. Alright. Where do you go from here, Garo, now that you're the main character of the show? I do like the mentality of, like... I mean, every now and then I will really like an antagonist in a show, but I know that they're not gonna win in the end. I want to know what that girl is with the giant roses 5 times her size. Oh yeah, we have him going in the MMA tournament with the wig on, so people don't know who he is. One punch! I didn't want to hold it that long. I don't know if I could have held it that long. The metal bat. Well, I refuse. Metal bat. Peasant food. They just have no idea how this works. Oh, is she the one with the flowers? Wasn't she walking with him? The crazy flower chick? Okay, she's upset with him. Does he get all those roses for her to carry? Oh shit. Jesus, just monsters. Are they working for Garo? Gross. Super fight. That wig. Fighting style. Oh no, what is he gonna put? He's gonna get it wrong. Hey, this guy's from the opening. This guy's gonna spill his life story. That's Garo, isn't it? It pans up to the wig. Oh my god, so much sweat. Welcome back. Keep just reading the same book every day. Jeez. Get my mojo back. This guy's just spilling his life story. What are you gonna do when he walks in the ring? He's gonna see your face. Either on the screen or... Sour face. Is that his name? Oh shit. He's gonna like make a bunch of enemies here under Chiranko's name, and Chiranko's gonna be getting into shit for like seasons. Alright. Uh-oh. Oh, just building up the Garo hype. Senior Centipede. Oh no, there's another one. Do you save them? Jesus. Senior Centipede. Uh-oh. Jeez. Is that another one? Raffle. It's like a Pokemon. Raffle Seedon, something like that. Yeah, he'd never do that. Feels like that's what this episode's doing. That's creepy. Is he gonna go? Alright, Metal Bat, let's see what you got. Jeez. Uh-oh. Damn. Come on, Metal Bat. Oh my god. He's odoing. Are you waking himself up? It's amazing that he has to hit himself after all of those. Oh shit. After all those blows. Love how this is just a guy with a bat. Jeez. Well, I think it's done. Well. Back up. Who are these guys? Pineapple? I didn't get the other guy's name. He appears. Uh-oh. What is it? Ancient Centipede? Oh my god, there's another one. Elder. Jeez. Alright. Oh shit. Alright, Metal Bat, can you handle this one? Oh, that's got a ring. That kind of, when you hit something like that with a bat, it goes through their whole body. So the face is a weakness. Holding it down with his teeth. Nice. Dodge this, bitch! Fighting spirit! Was it not enough? Oh shit, what is happening? Jesus. God damn. We need Saitama. Oh, Garo. I was like, who's walking up, but... Oh, shit. Jesus. To be fair, he's like just got done fighting so many monsters. Alright, next episode. Yep. That was an alright episode. I will say it felt like we had a lot of wasted time. Like, it felt like the conversation with Sourface with Saitama went on just a little bit too long. For me, anyway. And then, like, it just felt like we had, like, a lot of little detours to get to this point, right? They even had a mention that this episode that there's like so much time to kill or whatever. It's like it felt like that way for the episode where they had like a lot of time they had to waste this episode. But I mean, it ended good. I like the fighting between Senior Centipede and now Elder Centipede versus Metal Bat. Like, that stuff was cool. It's because we didn't get to see a lot of Metal Bat in Season 1. So seeing more of it here is very cool. It's always fun to see some of these other, like, bigger, like, S-Class heroes go into battle, because, like, Metal Bat just seems like a guy with a bat. Like, I wouldn't expect him to be strong, but for whatever reason, he is strong. Oh, what's this? Who is this guy? He looks like he's out of a different anime. Who was that? Alrighty. That is it, guys, for episode 4. But yeah, like, it's, like I said, it's always fun to have more S-Class heroes, seeing what they can do, because, you know, sometimes you just underestimate them. Like, we have that, like, what was his name? Is his name, like the child one? I can't remember his name. Is it just Child Emperor? That sounds wrong. Or maybe it's just Emperor? It feels like it's something like that. I can't remember. But there's like a couple children, I think, in the... Or maybe it's just that one. Either way, you know, some of the ones that are at that meeting, it's just they don't seem like they'd be very strong. But then, you know, you see... Like, obviously, I feel like Saitama could take out any of these enemies, like, pretty easily, right? Even Elder Centipede, I feel like Saitama could probably one-punch. But, you know, not everyone is Saitama, so it is fun seeing, like, the limits and the capabilities of other people. But yeah. The beginning, I did like the very, very beginning, where we had a bit of Garo's past, seeing him kind of, you know, watching cartoons and shows and whatever, rooting for the bad guys, but it was like a fruitless effort, because it's pretty much never going to be the bad guys that win in a show, right? So I can understand his frustration if that's the kind of thing that he enjoyed, but it's a really interesting thing rooting for the bad guy. Like, don't get me wrong, I've had, like, antagonists that have been kind of, like, my favorite characters in shows and stuff like that, but I never usually, like, root for them to win. Usually it's just I enjoy watching them kind of thing. But I feel like I have heard people say that they enjoy the villains more than they enjoy the heroes and stuff like that in a lot of shows. I don't know necessarily whether that means they wanted them to win, but yeah. I mean, it was pretty obvious. Like, I liked the flashback, of course, but it was pretty simple. I like how we got more of a backstory to Sourface than we did Garo this episode. But yeah, like I said, just I'm kind of repeating myself now, but that sour face dialogue went on like a little too long. Like, it was funny at first with like him mistaking Saitama for Chiranko and everything and all that, but sitting there listening to him go on about that, I just found myself like I almost stopped reading. I think there were a few lines where I just stopped reading what he was saying. Right? And I know it's to give more insight into Garo, like part of that was, but it was stuff we already knew. He was once part of that dojo, right? And then ended up leaving it. I even think we were told about, like, him fighting a bunch of the people there and everything, too. So, like, really, it was just another perspective of something that we already knew, so. But yeah, I was really hoping we were gonna, like... That's the other thing, is as the episode dragged on, I was really hoping we were just gonna start that actual fighting ring. Like, when we cut away to that, I was, like, expecting to start it, and we didn't even start it this episode. So, that was, like, another thing that kind of, like, disappointed me. But, I mean, we did get a good amount with Metal Bat and everything, so that stuff was good. I was a little bit tilted as well. Like, we went through that whole dialogue and everything with Saitama and Sourface, and then we cut back to Metal Bat already having defeated the guys and not getting to see him fight at all. And I was like, really? You're gonna skip the fight to have that dialogue with friggin' Sourface? I don't even know if that's really his name or if he was just, like, saying something at that point. But yeah. So I was like a little tilted there, but then the other Centipede showed up, and we had those two fights, and then I was okay with it, right? Because I thought we were just gonna skip a fight entirely, and that was it, you know. So, but but it makes sense that we skipped that fight because it was so meaningless in regards to these other two that showed up. I like the goofiness of just having like, oh, junior centipede, up instantly defeated. Up senior centipede. Oh shit, this is like the big one. And it's like, oh nope, this one's defeated. And it's like, no, this is the big one. It's like, is there one bigger than elder? Is there like ancient? I made the joke of saying ancient, but it ended up being elder. Is there like an ancient one somewhere? Or I imagine this is like the final one. That'd be insane if there was a bigger one hidden somewhere. Be like the size of the planet. But yeah. Honestly, I don't really know much more what else to say for this episode. Because a lot of it was just, it felt like time wasting stuff, and then Metal Bat versus the centipedes, and then that was it. Like, not much progressed this episode. And obviously, like I said, there were parts I liked, there were parts I disliked. Overall, it was an okay episode. But I'm looking forward to getting into, I hope we're going to be getting into the fighting tournament stuff next episode. And, that's one thing that gets me about Garo is, like, Metal Bat is in the middle of a fight and also just got done another fight. He's injured and, probably maybe not exhausted yet. Like, he still seems pretty sturdy. But still, you're going to fight a man who's done through this, like, I feel like he'd want to fight people who are at their best, right? Like, not ones that have already been weakened by a bunch of fights. But I guess Garo just wants to beat the people regardless, so. But the thing is he still does want the challenge, so it's like, it seems a little, like, hypocritical of him to go after, it's like, I don't know. I guess it really depends on how worn out Metal Bat really is. It's hard to tell, because it looked like he was getting his ass kicked. There was like blood when he was getting hit by Senior Centipede and everything, and it seemed like he was taking a lot of damage. But then, like, really the only bit of damage we saw was the blood running down his face from his hit, that he did to himself. So it's like, how much damage did he really take? Is he really, like, hurting it all, worn out at all, or is it just fine, We don't really know his limit, so maybe it is fine for him to just fight him there, but yeah, he seems to be in kind of a situation, because now he has Garo to deal with, and there's still Elder Centipede there that has to be dealt with, so I wonder if more S-Class heroes are going to show up to help deal with it, or does Metal Bat manage to handle it, or, I wonder how that all ends up too, so either way, looking forward to finding out more and seeing the next episode. Obviously, one episode that's a little slower for me doesn't ruin the show. I'm still very much enjoying the show and look forward to watching more. So that's going to be it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see 2 more episodes ahead of time. The link is in the description below. You can see that on there, or it should be popping up on the screen. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.